Hi everyone, Simon here from the Tabletop Almanac. Just wanted to pop on before the episode begins to let you know that the following episode contains scenes of extreme and sudden violence, as well as psychological trauma, violence towards people who are unable to defend themselves, and insects, and a variety of other things that may not be entirely to your taste. Um, the events that occur at the end of the episode are entirely the result of die rolls and the alien system. So we just played through to see what happened. And you'll see the results if you watch the episode. But if that's not your bag, then please don't worry. And please don't watch the episode. Um, but otherwise, enjoy. Simon, and I am the proprietor, host, content creator of this channel. And with me today, tonight, this episode, however you want to refer to it, I have these two fine gentlemen who are going to continue playing through Free League Publishing's Alien RPGs Building Better Worlds campaign, The Lost Worlds. Um, Again, also known as the Great Mother Mission, and I'm only going to say this one more time. I kind of think the Great Mother Mission might have been a better title for it overall, but the Lost Worlds campaign is just fine. The Colonial Marines Operational Manual campaign is called the Frontier War Campaign, so it kind of fits in that vein of things. Uh, well, we'll get to where we left off in a second, but first I'll have them introduce themselves and tell you who they are playing for the time being. We'll see how long that lasts. So let's start with Corbin.
Hello, I am the Awkward GM Corbin. You can find me on YouTube at the Awkward GM Corbin, and sometimes you can find me on the Onyx Path Twitch channel from time to time. I will be playing Wayland, the second in command who wants to go up the ziggurat lickety split.
Excellent. Okay, and second but not least, Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt E. of Old Bones Publishing on DriveThruRPG.com. I'll be playing Tanner Skull, damaged ex-Marine who's looking for a fresh start and maybe beginning to wonder what he has got himself into.
Mm-hmm. I think everyone's wondering what they got themselves into, but not you, the viewer at home. Hopefully, you know exactly what you're in for here. It is Alien, and no matter how long it takes, things probably will resolve much like Alien things resolve. I'm only saying that because I read a whole bunch of comics. A happy ending, yeah. Sunshine, rainbows, and puppies who then explode from their chests as creatures come out of them and then eat you or just like kill you because that's just what they do. And I'm only saying that because I read a bunch of comics recently. The Alien comics, anything from that title, Dark Horse or whoever is doing it, are pretty good. And you might be surprised at how many times you can kind of go through the same motions of people meddle with things they shouldn't and then die. And it stays entertaining. I guess it's kind of like slasher films, You just go into them and you know that they're all going to get killed. And this is how. Let's watch. Where we left off. On the Gorham colony, there has been some problems occur, and you can catch up with them in the previous episode. But where we find ourselves, the mining base having been has power knocked out by by a dust storm, has got some of the power up, and notice that there is a swarm of stuff. And by stuff, I mean like flying creatures headed their way. The colonists have encountered these before and know that they are pretty devastating. And our brave protagonists are currently outside the base, we're outside the base in the, I don't want to say ruins, but in the derelict hull of the colonists' ship, where they discovered some interesting logs, which you can revisit in the previous episode. Meanwhile, the electrical pylons are up, the field will be active, and they book it down into the canyon to get to somewhere safe. And as they're doing this, in comes a flying platform, kind of truck-like, but hovercrafty or hover truck sort of thing.
Mhm.
And when it lands, out of it steps an old man with a scar along his face, who declares, "All right, only Parks now. Get in. I don't want any of those damn Marinos to come with us." And if anyone who messes with us, the girl's gonna die. Holy shit, what are we in for now? Okay. Let me just get us ready here. Okay. I'm flying us out of the way of that damn swarm, but you're not all welcome. Parks only get aboard, or the little Merino girl dies here and now. The remaining colonists have come out of the main compound. And you can see Emilia and Diego fuming mad. Violet, Benny, and Morgan it's hard to say. They seem to be of mixed emotions. Benny doesn't look too happy at this. Violet's kind of looking stone cold right now. And Morgan sort of walks a bit closer. Dad, you don't have to kill her. Let's just toss her out and let's just go. What do you guys do?
Does Tanner have his gun out right now?
Does Tanner have his smart gun out right now?
I mean, I'd love to be able to say yes, but I guess it depends on how much work he thought he was going to need to be doing in putting the pylons back together with them.
Yeah, I mean, it isn't the sort of thing that I would immediately expect you to carry with you out there. That doesn't mean that you can't, because you're a player character and you have agency, and you also have that sort of meta knowledge of the fact that things should go really badly no matter what, and maybe I should have my really big gun with me.
Well,
So,
the
your call.
one thing that makes me think that he would have it with him is that he doesn't trust any of these people that he's with anymore, and he
Mhm.
doesn't really have a safe place to stow it. So I think he probably is carrying it with him, but he probably doesn't have it in his hands.
Okay, so it's like sort
it's
of
probably
hoisted.
nearby, but not. He hasn't got it ready to level on this guy.
Okay.
So that's a shame.
Well,
Wish
there's
I had
always
a quick
time.
draw thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, you should have played someone who was not the officer.
Well, I could
maybe-
still take a shot at him, but I might. Someone will definitely die.
Ooh,
So
okay.
does he have a gun pointed at this kid?
Yeah, he has a pistol that's pointed back into the cab,
Mm-hmm.
or the cockpit pod, as it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a truck that flies.
Okay, we can. Let's do some negotiating, or am I panicked enough that I'm willing to take a shot?
Bro, I'm at 11, so I don't know what you're complaining about.
I'm at 9. I am less than you, but I'm still pretty high. I have a -2 agility because I have panic level so high. Fuck. Okay. Put. We have no leverage right now.
Right.
Who just walked up? You said.
Morgan has walked up to the
Truck.
yeah, the cargo lander, the cargo lifter, and yeah, he's referred to the man as his dad, and said, "Let her go. This isn't.
Oh,
We don't need to kill her."
we have Danny too, and he's a park, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, Danny's with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So terrible idea. I'm gonna human shoot. I'm gonna put Danny in front of me and hold a gun to his head, and I say, "You let her go, or I'm gonna shoot Danny in the head."
Oh God. Oh God. Okay.
You decided to escalate this.
That's true. Okay. I would.
Amanda?
Well, I'm trying to think of. You know what? Okay. It's you get the drop on him. There's no need for a roll in this case. Um, and I'm not going to say this in any like uh, snooty way, but you should be thankful you don't make that roll because that way your stress won't trigger and then you panic and
Blows brains out,
right.
like in
Okay.
Pulp Fiction.
I mean,
Exactly.
I'm fine if that happens. That would be that would be hilarious.
Did you
Well-
ever see The Wild Bunch?
Oh no.
Go watch it after we play. The last scene.
I've definitely seen Pulp Fiction though, so
Yeah. Okay, so you get the drop on Benny. Benny Park.
oh, Benny, not Danny.
Yeah, not Danny.
Okay.
Danny is the poor flayed soul.
Oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
So did I. Okay. So you get the drop on him, and you're able to get your pistol to his head. And he's like, "Hey, what do you do? What are you doing?"
He escalated it. Sorry. We're trying to get everyone the fuck out off of here, but if everyone's gonna start pointing guns, we're gonna have to do some negotiations. So far, you guys have been the ones that have been hurting people. I see the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Sorry, Benny.
Oh, this is just gonna get worse and worse and worse.
We've got alien. We've got insect swarms coming. Everyone needs to get off this planet. Why the hell are you making this hard? We could have all just left without anyone being left behind. What's the deal? 5 seconds, because alien swarm. God damn
it. So the older man on the cargo lifter, who the hell are you? And I'm serious. I will kill her. Let him go.
We're from a United Nations project to re-establish communication with the rest of human society. You stupid old man.
While
Yes.
they're talking, can Tanner ready his gun?
Yes. Yes, he can.
All right. Do I have to make a roll?
No. You got it. You got it. But I would like Wayland to make a command roll.
Yay, command. My best stat. Do I get any bonuses?
I'm not applying any penalties. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Got one success.
Oof. Okay. You want to push it?
Oh, it's one of those. Yeah, let's push it.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh God!
4 ones.
Got it. I got
Okay.
all ones on my yellow dice, which means my panic condition has gone up to
By
5.
5 points. Oh God. Okay. All right.
What does this
So,
mean?
yeah, I know, right? You have 3 successes, and your panic level is freeze. You are frozen by fear or stress for 1 round, losing your next slow action. That's like a more involved action, so like combat or whatever. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you, that would be you, Tanner, increases by 1. Okay. Now let's look at command and your extra successes.
So
Because
do
you
I
did.
just the little plus button next to stress here?
Yeah.
How do I look at that extra stuff?
Um, try right clicking on your skill, but if not, I'll just tell you what you got.
Command says no stunts for this skill.
No stunts, really? Okay.
And yeah, and I can see that manipulate has a lot more, but I didn't.
Sorry, I rolled by accident.
Oh,
That's
you rolled
okay.
by accident. Good, because I was like, I thought I rolled it. I'm like,
No.
oh, you have to fix something because you're
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. See if you can bump your panic down to where it was.
11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Done.
Okay. Right. So command does not have. Oh no, it does.
I don't know why it says in the thing it has no stunts.
That's weird. Okay. Do you have the pull rank talent? Did you take that one?
I have field commander.
Okay. You're not in combat. Stop panic. When another character makes a panic roll, loses control. Oh, these are just ways to use it. Yeah, okay. There are no
really
stunts. Yeah, just stunts for manipulation. Okay. And you were basically ordering him to stand down, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And to stand down and let the woman go, but we'll see if that actually happens. Maybe I'll delay him long enough that Tanner can get a clean shot.
All right. Well, I think this could be interesting here.
It would be a terrible game if it couldn't.
I agree. Now, you guys collected all like people's weapons and stuff after during the last session, and what did you do with them?
I think we said we would give them back after our meditation session.
Oh yeah. Okay, so they should have them back by now.
Yeah, that was my fault. Damn it.
My fault. They have them again. Oh.
My fault not to metagame and be like, no, we took all of the weapons. There's not a single weapon left.
Give him back the weapons. Just keep all the bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what happens. The old man. Look, And you see the pistol in his hand. He's not pointing it into the cabin anymore. I guess we can talk about that. And then you hear Morgan just yell out, "No, fuck this. You two have been enough." And he sees Wayland waver and kind of lock up, and he pulls out his pistol and takes a shot at him.
Okay.
Oh God.
Now this is going to get ugly.
I don't have a
all
lot
right.
of health.
You do have a meat shield, though.
You give him meat shield. Okay, he got a success.
Is there an engagement range thing and you have to randomize? I hope so.
You're close enough that he can reach. Okay, he got a success. Let's go through this step by step. Range combat.
Range combat when you're panicked.
Yeah. Okay, damage is 1 plus. Okay, just 1.
1 plus 2 plus 1.
So you have armor, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you can roll your armor rating in dice. Maybe you can click on your armor item to do it.
Okay.
One 6. Okay. Okay, so the damage equal to 1, no extra successes. So your armor takes the brunt of it. Common types of cover. It doesn't have person listed here. Okay. Yes. So what happens is you roll your armor dice, and for every success, it lowers the damage by 1 point. It doesn't count as an action, so you don't have to worry about being able to take it. And then if you do take damage, it's taken away from your health score, which is equal to your strength. And then once that's all gone, you start taking critical injuries. Okay, so he fires, and it thunks into Wayland's protective clothing, and he freezes, but it doesn't penetrate it. So initiative time, and this is a bit
How do I roll
different
for
here.
initiative?
So you don't roll, you draw cards.
Okay.
Oh, we drew cards earlier, right?
Yeah, and when we were playing Chariot of the Gods, we were doing that. So
We go to
I
the
see
cards.
Wayland's initiative in the
Okay.
initiative thing.
Yeah.
And I can just draw a card for that.
right. So I'm gonna shuffle the deck. Okay. Now let's see if we've got this right here. So try clicking draw.
The ace of spades. The ace of spades.
And then Tanner, do the same.
Now, I'm not seeing where to do this, though. Sorry.
So under if you look up at the top right,
Yeah.
you see the card symbols. Click on that,
Okay.
and then you should have Tanner's initiative as a sort of a hand of cards.
Yes.
Is it there? Yeah. Okay.
All right. Draw from initiative number 1. Draw mode top first. All right. What I get?
2 of spades. which is
Did
great.
we shuffle the deck?
No, I can see how the deck is laid out here. So that means you two are going to go first.
Oh,
Now,
where do you
Wayland,
see
you're gonna.
two of spades? I can't see that in Foundry.
Can you go to if you go to the chat,
Mm-hmm.
see if that tells you.
It says Corbin drew one card from initiative. It says Matt drew one card from initiative.
Okay.
I don't see what the value is.
Then go back to your initiative deck or hand, and it should be in there. You should see it.
He sees what we actually drew because it's not hidden to him because he's the GM, but for us, it's hidden
It's hidden
from each other.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Thought I was losing my mind. Okay.
Not because of that. No.
I'm still trying to figure out who I'm shooting first. I think it's Tanner. No, wait a minute. Tanner's on my side.
Yeah.
You are frozen. You are losing your slow action here. So you have a fast. You go first, and you have a fast action.
Okay.
Meaning you can do stuff like run, or let's get maybe a list of them here. Actions. Okay. So there are slow actions and fast actions. If you want to see them, click on the open book icon.
Mm-hmm.
Click on Alien RPG Rulebook.
I don't see that.
see it in the open book.
Okay, let me.
The journal. It has the mother instructions.
Yeah, journals.
Yeah, it's not there for me.
There it is.
There, it should be there now.
Yay.
So click on player guide, and then it'll open up a window. Go to 39, actions and initiative.
Okay, so slow versus fact. Slow actions. So I lost my slow action, so I can't shoot. I'm gonna. So I have a fast action left. That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to aim for the old man.
Okay. All right. Are you still holding?
Yeah, I'm still holding him till it goes to hell in a handbasket.
All right. So you take your aim action, and it'll get you a bonus on your next roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Tanner, you have a fast action and a slow action.
I am going to shoot Morgan, who just shot Waylon.
Okay.
And that is going to be ugly.
That is going to be ugly. Okay. This is fun. I don't know that this is what they intended. But why not? Okay, in your inventory, you've got the smart gun there. I think you can just click on the smart gun. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, one success. Do you want more successes?
Who doesn't want more successes?
Who doesn't want to make the situation worse and push?
One success is probably enough against this guy.
It is. It's a hit. So you'll
Yeah.
do 3 damage. Okay, let me get Morgan up here. Okay. Let me look at something here.
Just a matter before Tanner snaps.
He hasn't already?
No, this is still cool.
Okay. Bubble tables. Here. Okay. So your smart gun just rips towards him, and Oh, God. Okay, so you did 3 damage. He had 3 health. He dropped to 0 health, which means we immediately roll a critical injury. And I rolled it. 65. Injury, pierced head. Fatal? Yes. Time limit, blank. Effects, you die immediately. Healing time, blank. Okay.
Wait a minute, who just got shot?
Morgan.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Couldn't
So
think of a nicer reptile.
your smart gun just goes and blows his head off. Oh, things get
Oh no.
iffy here. Okay. So let me this is one of those situations where the GM goes like, oh, I got all these NPCs now. Okay. Let's go through them.
Now they're all going to be stressed out from their friend just exploding.
I was going to say, whoever's standing next to Morgan is going to be distracted by the goo all over them.
They got a
Okay.
nice red mist shower.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Oof.
let's I have my initiative here and I have my list of NPCs. Let's see what happens. Nice. Okay. So Diego Marino, seeing Morgan's head vanish into a red mist, pulls out his own revolver and levels it at the nearest park to him. And that would be Violet, who, oh, does she have armor? She does not. Oh, she does. She does. Okay. She does, but it doesn't matter. She doesn't die. Don't worry. But she takes a very serious gunshot wound. Which brings us next down the line to okay, 4 is dead. What's okay. Okay. Emilia with her shotgun shoots at the old man up at the cargo lifter, and I'm going to push this. Did I get another success? 2 successes. Okay. So she gets a bit twitchy now, but bam, and he armor. I know this is one of those like, okay, all right, all the NPCs are doing stuff, but let's just see who's left standing at the end of it.
Yes.
Right. I like that you get to see the results of some of these things, because it's fun for all involved. Those of you at home do not get to see it. Shoots him in the back.
We don't get to see them either. They're privately rolled.
Oh, you don't get to see any of that.
Yeah, these
Oh
are all.
gosh. Okay, so I'm telling you what happens then. Okay.
You could be lying to us for all we know.
I could be lying, but I'm not. If I had
That's-
Foundry up, then everyone would be able to see that that's not the case. Now, she shoots him, hits him in the back, knocking him off of his perch. He lands on the ground, roughly, and isn't moving. Now, do I have to do it again? Knock down to 0, roll that. And then then is it again any chance to? Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. So he falls down there. And Amelia on 5, so 6 is Violet, who let's see if I can move this in there. Who is not armed, and just puts her hands over her head. Don't kill me! Don't kill me, please! And then we're left with Benny, who is going to attempt to get out of the grip of Wayland. So
So I have to roll something to keep the grip?
yeah, you're gonna have to roll. You're going to have to roll. So he's trying to hit you, close combat. Okay, well, we'll see you're grappling.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's close combat, and you've got to get more than 2 successes.
Okay. So I have to roll close combat. Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, okay. You have 2 successes so far. Do you want to push it?
No, I want to just maintain the grapple.
Okay, so you've still got him. Initiative maintained. So top of the round. 2 of the parks are on the ground. 1 might be dead. 1 is begging not to be killed. And a 3rd is most certainly dead. And the 4th is in your arms. The Merinos have weapons drawn and have, well, taken out those parks. So, Wayland, you're not frozen anymore. What do you do?
Is Grandfather Park still up?
No, he's lying on the ground in front of the cargo lifter.
Okay. Who's the only park left?
Violet and Benny.
Benny? I think I'm gonna... I'm gonna try and calm Benny down, and I say, no more violence, Benny. Everyone else is down. No more violence. Stop now. Like trying to calm him down.
Okay. Command roll.
You're a panic level 13.
Permanent trauma. Make an empathy roll at the end of the session.
Amazing. Okay.
And I have flee.
So he doesn't get to the stage of asking Benny to stay calm. He gets shot. It hits him. And then there's a bang, bang, boom, kapow, kablam, psh, and that's just too much. The tension has built up and has exploded in this gunfight, and he can't take it anymore. So, you have to find a safe place.
If I shoot him, is that giving myself a safe place?
No, this is like a
Yeah.
safe place. You must flee to a safe place and refuse to leave it. You won't attack anyone and won't attempt anything dangerous. You can't retreat. If you have an enemy at engaged range when you flee, retreat roll. And your stress level is decreased by 1. It might have done that automatically. But the main thing is you got to get somewhere safe right now.
I'm going to kick Benny to the ground and run towards the ship.
The cargo lifter?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is that a place that Wayland would consider safe?
Is it it's the ship that we were just on, right?
No.
No,
Cargo lifter
that's
is like
back.
think of it like a truck that's just come back. But it flies.
If it flies, I mean, if it gets me to the safe house or something for when the bugs get here.
Oh, well, that's right in front of you. They all came out of that. Like you're in the middle of you're at the base of the canyon, right?
Yeah.
And this is the canyon clearing, and the compound is about here, and you're kind of here. Well, you're kind of here, but the cargo lifter is in the center, dead center.
Okay.
So you could run past it towards there if that seems to be the safest place for you.
I mean, I don't know exactly where the safest place would be at the moment. Maybe someplace that doesn't have anyone. It's very hard to discern.
Beam me out of here.
Like we're in a very dangerous place, regardless.
And with killer bugs bearing down on us.
Yeah. I think, and I know that the room is flooded, so it's not like we're going to be able to use the safe room to great effect.
If only you could ask the people who've been through this before.
Yeah, if only. I'm gonna get into the cargo lifter for the moment and like lock it and shut it.
Okay.
The girl's still in there?
Yes. Well, she's not little. She's like 20 something.
Oh, okay. She's an adult.
But yeah, so you get in there, and then there's a bound and gagged woman in there, on the seat next to you. The cargo lifter is actually still running.
I'll rock back and forth with the doors locked.
Okay.
And I'll be like, I need a second. I just need a second. Need a second.
All right. Okay. Now, part of this level of panic,
that
every friendly character who sees you run must make an immediate panic roll. So, Tanner.
Yes.
Let's.
How do I roll for panic?
That's what I'm looking up here. I think it's probably just it's probably on your character sheet, but let's check.
If you had been there, if you had seen it.
Yeah. Click on stress. It'll if you leave it there, it'll pop up and say click to roll for panic.
Yep.
You would have done the
more
same.
Panic. It's okay. You scream your lungs out for one round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but every friendly character who hears your scream must make an immediate panic roll.
We're all gonna be dead.
Well, I mean, to save us in terms of the amount of dice rolling, it's just you two who are friendly to each other right now. I don't know if you'd hear it.
Permanent.
You might.
I'm gonna
Corbin,
go.
do you want to just give me odds or evens?
Sure, evens.
So on evens, you don't hear him. I got odds. So please make a panic roll.
Okay, how do I make a panic roll again? I just click.
Click stress in your character sheet.
Click stress.
All right.
More
Berserk.
panic!
You must immediately attack the nearest
Berserk.
person or creature, friendly or not. You won't stop until you or the target is broken. Every friendly character who witnesses your rampage must make an immediate panic roll. Permanent trauma. Make an empathy roll at the end of the session. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
What is this game?
Let's say I'm slapping the woman or something, or like just to like be like, you calm down, because she's
Okay,
making
well-
some noise or something.
No, it doesn't quite work that way.
Damn it.
You must immediately attack them until they are broken. Broken is the point at which they have no health left. But just to be sure, yeah, 0 health. So you could shoot her, you could punch her, pistol whip her.
Let's pistol whip, because that's the least likely to kill. I
Oh,
think.
oh, you
You're
sweet
putting her
summer
to
child.
0 one way or the other.
Yeah. Okay. Well, go ahead and make a close combat roll.
Two,
Two
this
six-
is 3 successes.
3 6s. Yeah. Do you want to push it?
No. I don't want to go more insane or whatever.
So she doesn't have any armor. Plus, she's also like not able to defend herself. So you don't have to keep doing this. She is broken. Let's see what happens to her.
Trigger warning.
Yes, seriously, I got put in the beginning. Okay, you knock out her teeth. Not all of them, but just some. It will heal in well, not heal. I guess it will stop like bleeding. Her teeth won't grow back. But yeah, so you pistol whip her in the face and some of her teeth fly out, at which point you look down at the horror in front of you and kind of and are able to take some amount of control over yourself and they, oh my god, what's happening sort of way.
Mhm.
God.
And that was just your turn.
Yeah, that was
It's Tanner's
just
turn now.
God damn it, Tanner.
Every friendly character who witnesses your rampage must make an immediate panic roll.
Oh,
You
yeah.
you can't see my rampage. I'm in the car.
We'll do odds evens again because I mean you can still see through it, the windshield, right? And so he'd see him like going, ah. God. So Matt, odds or evens?
Evens.
Evens it is. You don't witness this.
Okay.
And the madness temporarily pauses. Okay, your turn now.
Oh, only temporarily pauses.
Yeah. It's really good the ICC inspector died in the sandstorm. You'd have to get rid of him too at this point.
Just yelling at everybody in front of him with a smart gun leveled on him. Drop your fucking weapons.
Okay. Let's see here. You don't have any command.
Nope.
Well, roll it anyway. 2 successes. Okay. All right. Amelia and Diego, yeah, start to lower their weapons. Okay. This is Amelia. We just want to get our person out of there and make sure she's okay.
She is not okay.
You don't know that. You didn't see. Otherwise, you'd have been rolling panic.
That's right. I rolled an even. Okay. Okay.
Can we just? Can your person get out of there so we can get her out? And then can we all get inside so that we aren't eaten by the swarm when it? No, you know what? We can just take off. There's room for everybody, and we don't, no one has to say what happened.
To who?
Exactly. Right?
We can outrun this thing that's coming.
We just got to we're in its path. We just got to get out of the path. That's what Patrick was going to do.
Is there a safe place to go? Or are we just going to end up in the waste?
We can come back once it passes.
Leave your weapons on the ground. Get on board.
Okay.
And the first who so much as looks at me funny, I'll kill him.
So they put their guns down, and he stays. They point to Benny. He's a park. He can't come with us. He'll talk.
Talk to who?
Your people. Right? You're supposed to be doing, getting a read of what's going on here.
Oh, I've got a read.
Yeah.
Everybody goes on.
Fine. So the door opens. Unless Waylon's keeping it shut.
Yeah, right.
For reasons that only he might know.
Well, how long does it take for me to calm down?
You can be calm by the time Amelia gets to the door.
Okay. So I'll open it. And I'm. It's just so. I'm sorry. I'm just stressed out. I had to stop her screaming.
It was you who was screaming.
Yeah. I had to stop the screaming.
Yeah.
And I didn't stop until okay.
Yeah.
Are you okay? And she mumbles something through broken teeth. Amelia looks back at Wayland. This is too fucked up. Benny and Diego get on afterwards, followed by Tanner with his big ass gun. You may need to sort of, who can sit in the front? The driver,
pilot,
3 in the front, and then maybe 2 in the back. Your gun's probably gonna have to be strapped down on the bed of the truck or the cargo lifter, on account of you can't possibly fit it inside the cab without it being in everyone's faces, and it wouldn't be of any use anyway. So,
all right, that's fine. I'll take Waylon's gun if he'll give it to me.
I mean, maybe I shouldn't.
You could take either of the Merino weapons that they put down.
Oh yeah, all right, fine.
If you want a pistol, you can take Diego's. I'll drag it over to your character.
Okay.
I am like 1 second away from shooting one of the any of the last people who are not Marinos.
Well, it was only one of them because they weren't bringing
Yeah.
Violet or Patrick in here. So it's just Benny who's being very quiet. Okay. All right. Let me
So there's room for all of us in here.
just barely. Like
Okay.
just barely.
All right. Now, who's going to pilot this wreck?
Amelia, I think she can. Let me just double check. Yep, she could do it. She's probably the. Well, don't want Benny doing it, and Maya's the best pilot once she, recovers from having broken teeth. So, uh, she'll take over piloting this thing. You take off, and as you move up into the air, you can see in the distance the swarm, and you move to a vantage point not far away, and it hits. It hits the electrical field around the base. You can see it, a blue lightning field, just bzz, 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 like a giant bug zapper, basically. And the swarm is just throwing itself at it. You can't really make them out very clearly, right? It's just a mess of creatures. But as you're doing that, as the sudden and intense flashes uh, mark the electrocution of insect after insect, you can see the pylons that are keeping this thing active starting to shudder. And then you hear this wailing groan of metal as one pylon shudders and something falls off of it. And then the pylon just crumbles under the attack from the swarm. Its lights go out. The shield stutters and then goes dark, and you can basically see it stop reacting around it, and the swarm floods into the compound. From where you are, you don't know quite how long you've been watching this by the time it finishes. It's fascinating in a way. I mean, it's like what you imagine the stories of piranha eating meat dropped into the river nearby them. Although, for the record, my understanding is that piranha actually don't do that. But nevertheless, it's a very vivid description of it, and it's almost fascinating the efficiency with which they just chew through it, and eventually the swarm en masse passes through, flies up out of the canyon, and continues on its way. The base looks like a ruin now. The other structures equally damaged, and as Maya flies the cargo lifter back towards the the center of the ravine. You get the feeling that Amelia might be right and that no one has to know what happened here. After all, there doesn't seem to be any evidence of anybody who was shot lying on the ground. In fact, there doesn't seem to be much evidence of your presence here either, except the two of you, as the hangar and everything inside it has been equally like chewed up and sort of damaged beyond recognition.
Poetic.
I think I have a picture for you. There.
Man.
And so
Fuck.
It wasn't supposed to be like this, man.
Yeah. No one. You can't. It's just so fucking gone. Imagine all this happened just because of a damn storm. Would it have still happened had we not even come?
Yeah. We did come. It did happen.
We're
So Amelia looks at the two of you. We look, there's still resources in the mine. If you're here to get things up and going again, get contact going, then we'll need people to get that active. We had a skeleton crew, and now they're all just skeletons.
Yeah.
So if you can talk to your people now that the storm's gone and now that the swarm is gone, maybe you can get them back down here and we can sort all this out.
It comes.
It'll take time.
Well, yep, it will. This is our home, though.
You think you can get it up and running before, get yourselves safe before another storm hits?
Well, that's why we'll need your help. But again, no one needs to know anything that happened, right?
Yeah.
Just the Marino family and their cousin. Benny looks to Amelia and everybody else. Fuck. I guess so.
Yeah. Let's get to
All
work.
right. Okay.
Okay.
So, there is a radio on the cargo lifter. You want to radio the ship?
I'll definitely radio the ship.
Okay. The backup pilot answers. Hey, what? Everything okay down there? We got some weird visuals there, and I just wanted to make sure that nothing happened. We kind of lost contact with you for a while.
Yeah, we are so far from okay.
A lot. So I will pick up the comm and say, storm hit us along with the alien roach swarm thing. We are down to and several of the colonists are dead as well.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll like give a list of everyone who's passed away, and I say the creatures ate everyone in the swarm, in their swarm. No bodies or remains left, as far as we know.
Jeez. Okay. Well, we'll come down and pick you up. I think the Iyanla's going to want a report,
And
like an official one.
And I want some therapy.
Yeah, we gotta roll that. All right. And so the Solvetska Island lands and picks you up. Picks up the Marinos, all 4 of them as well, so that they can confer with the captain and can get everything sorted out. It takes back off into space. And that is where the first scenario ends. I didn't see that coming, but holy moly, was that a doozy of an ending.
The Parks were very anti-peace.
Yeah, I mean, it could have easily gone the other way. It could have gone a variety of ways. Okay, so
hey, let's just be glad that Wayland was the one who went berserk.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're
I
your
kept
smart gun
to come, but it never came.
Okay, so let's do some stuff here. Couple of where is it? So, okay, I'm gonna get out the book. This will be faster than finding it in Foundry. Okay,
It's a big
so you know, good size. Before we do anything like experience and stuff like that, there are a couple of
empathy
other things
checks.
Well, we got to do that too.
Yeah.
So they suggest doing this in character and role played out. But if you want to just summarize and say what you include and don't include, Gaius on the UNCSS Iyanla, at the end of an expedition, you're expected to file an official report. And in this sort of situation, you get, there's a debriefing of the expedition, recommendations for the future of the planet or the colony in question, requests for crew replacements, refueling, and supplies or repairs. In this case, you might need a new ICC inspector, and you might need a new pilot, backup pilot. And then here's where you can start requesting bonuses. In that, maybe you did something above the call of duty, or found something of financial or scientific value, with or without samples, or found some interesting xenobiological specimen or artifact. So this is where the PCs have the opportunity to do this and try to kind of, wheedle their way into more into a bigger reward. Is that something? Is that something you want to do, or should we just go through these things in debriefing? What do you tell Gaius and what don't you tell him?
We don't say anything about the 5 or 6 murders that happened.
Okay. Yeah.
We do mention that the mine is still viable. I think we did have the survey in the mother document, right?
Yep.
We got the long data recorder,
Yeah.
right?
You did. Yeah.
And we do mention that the ship that they have on planet is still viable,
Okay.
and that someone, which of unknown, some group of unknown origin, human obviously, who were in the went onto the ship and deleted the store of nav records.
Hmm.
And we
Okay.
meant, and I'll put in my report, it seems like they're trying to make sure that someone specifically isn't able to navigate back to the core worlds. But
Interesting.
that is just my hypothesis.
Well, that is an interesting hypothesis. We'll have to look into it, see whether it has any validity.
And it didn't seem to be anyone that was on this planet, because the way that it was framed didn't make it seem like they were trying to keep the people here from getting back to the core worlds ever.
It seemed like they were trying to keep the information from falling into someone else's hands.
Yeah. Enemy hands.
That's very interesting. Good work on that. All right. Recommendations.
Startup mining operations, set up additional, more heavily reinforced equipment for these sandstorms and for the insect swarms. They took out the electrical pylons that were keeping them at bay.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything else we're missing?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Can we even in good conscience, or I don't know how valuable this stuff in the mine is, but can we in good conscience say that people should be here running this mine? Maybe it'd be better to have, cyborgs or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, maybe more synthetics.
Yeah.
Average Joes, is that what they're called? I always forget their
Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, the less sophisticated design.
working Joes.
Working shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Noted. Any extra discoveries besides what you already mentioned?
The
Legacy.
genetically engineered creatures that they brought in to help with the mining operation didn't survive.
Mhm.
So it doesn't
Okay.
seem like that would be an option. Hence the synthetics.
Mm.
Okay. All right.
Did the creatures eat anything that was like inorganic?
The pile.
They
Yeah,
attacked the pylon.
they did chew through the walls to get into it.
Okay.
If they couldn't find like an entryway through some sort of like vent, they found a way in.
Okay. I'll make a note of that too, like maybe have like a recording or a picture we took before we left of that happening.
Okay. All right. So now a couple of things here. Between expeditions, since you've got time, there are downtime incidents, for lack of a better word. Each of you, either now or before at the beginning of the next session, Maybe begin next session if you want to take some time for that, but could be now if you have an idea. You narrate a scene involving your character, describing how they're using their downtime, who they're spending it with, what they're doing, and so on. And then they can also pick up rumors about what's happening to the rest of the mission as we go. So if you have ideas, that's awesome. But if not, don't worry. We can always come to those next time.
So Tanner has a disabled war buddy named Damien on one of the other ships.
Mhm.
I think that he would want to get together with Damien and have a little confessional with someone who he can trust.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mhm.
Sounds
Uh,
good. I mean,
think-
Waylon,
I
we're gonna
think-
have to do your trauma, but yeah.
Yeah,
Besides that,
I think Wayland would probably have like a uncensored discussion with the captain off the record.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And
Uh,
what do you?
he would basically he'd basically say that like the stuff about getting trapped under the underwater, like under the water in the shelter, like be a lot more like it was fucked up down there type, and be
Mhm.
like we can't confirm any of it, but like I swear two of the people that died on that planet were like killed each other while we were there, but like we couldn't even examine the bodies before the swarm came down.
Do you mention anything about having had that gunfight, killing any of them yourselves?
No, I will mention that I did get scared. Like I panicked and uh, I got into an altercation with one of the other people. But
Okay.
it was like the whole loss of control because there was nothing we could do down there.
Yeah.
It felt like a rat in it being an animal cornered.
Okay. Well, make sure you see one of the mission counselors. You might need some help with that. Now, does one of you want to roll a d6? You can either do in the chat window by doing /roll 1d6, or if you have a six-sided die handy. There you go, 2. Okay. All right. So yeah, you don't hear much about the rest of the mission. Everything seems to be going just fine in good order. Now, next up. All right. We will pick the next colony to go to. And I think I put that in our chat. A list of the options to go to.
Okay.
Now, while we're doing that, or while I'm trying to find it, let's settle your trauma.
Indeed.
Trauma chameleon.
We're not making light of this. Okay. Okay, did it say
I think I've
permanent
got
mental
two.
trauma?
Yeah, I've got two
Yeah.
permanent.
Trauma. Make an empathy roll at the end of the session, page 104. All right.
Two of them.
I know, right? Okay. Interesting. And it makes sense. Okay. So you need to roll empathy for each of them, just the attribute. If you succeed, you develop a permanent mental trauma of some kind. Because your empathy is like, that was horrible. We're
And
not
what if
that
I
kind of person.
fail?
Then you're fine.
Okay.
But this is just Wayland, right? Or do you have to as well? I don't think you got one of those.
I thought I had one, but I'm looking back through the chat trying to find
Yeah.
it.
I think you just had a lot of panic.
Yeah. I
Okay,
had
so
it twice, so
mhm.
first one. It said I clicked it and it said roll stress dice. And it has a check mark next to it. So should I take that off?
Yes, please take that off.
Okay.
All right. None for the first one. And the second? Okay. Roll 1d6.
Okay, so you said just slash
Roll
Slash
1d6.
R.
Yeah.
6. It's either really good or really bad.
This is going to be interesting. You rolled amnesia.
Okay.
So after you get the chance to have your chat with the captain, after you do your report, you wake up one morning and just cannot remember a thing. You cannot recall who you or any other of the characters are. Your memory is a blank slate.
Complete amnesia, not just like last day. Damn.
It's saying your memory is word for word. Your memory is a blank slate. You can no longer recall who you or the other characters are.
Wow.
What year is it?
This is
Like a Peter Gabriel song.
yeah, right. So let's see how that will work out. Obviously, I'm not opposed to you going like, well, that's not a viable character for me right now.
I feel like the character would have to be reworked to what level are they willing to deal with having a amnesiac as the
Right,
second in
as a second
command.
command.
Yeah.
Yeah. In between, I'm going to look at this and see if there's anything about like healing that and managing it.
You know what I could see?
Hmm.
Him looking through the logs and stuff like that, like his journals to figure out who he is and just rolling with it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And trying to like not let people know that he doesn't remember who he is. And it's just like
Okay. So as far as I know, I am second in command. All right. Let's keep working with this. Okay. Well, that's something to think on and to work with. Let's do experience points.
Okay.
So you get one per games. Well, okay, so it should be by game session. So let's see how we want to work this. We have had, I think, 4 sessions, 3 or 4 of this.
yeah, something like that.
Let's say 4. Yes or no for these? Did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agenda?
I don't think so. I think Tanner would come away feeling like he didn't accomplish anything from all of this.
Okay. Yep. Fair.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember.
Yeah.
No, I think the stuff that, like, I definitely pointed my gun at a lot of people and put other people at risk, but I don't think I personally put up anything at risk. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, I had Benny in a chokehold for a while, but while getting shot at.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Did you risk your life for your buddy PC? Did you challenge or stand up to your rival PC?
No, I don't think
Did we
I
share
we
Buddy or
killed
not?
our rival.
Oh yeah, I guess so, in a sense.
Does that
Well,
count
he's
that
dead anyway.
we put him in his place, and then in his place he died?
Let's not count him as a rival PC. I guess you guys are your buddy PCs.
Yeah, we're buddy PCs.
So did
I
you risk your life for each other?
I don't think either of us were. I got shot, so I say Tanner saved me.
Well,
Okay.
I took some life.
Mm-hmm.
If I risked my own, but
You risked your own in the sense of, like, you actually, like, as soon as the guy shot, you were like, yeah, I'm helping out.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, so another one for Tanner. So I think it's 5 for Tanner, um 4 for Wayland. Did you make a panic roll? Oh gosh, I really should have looked at these at the end of each session.
We made a panic roll almost every session. At least I did.
Yeah. So let's say another 4 each for that. So you're at 9 and 8. Did you overcome a dangerous event using violent or non-violent means?
well, yeah.
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 Let's say 2 for that. 1 for the sandstorm and 1 for the gunfight before the swarm.
Okay.
Are you guys keeping track yourselves?
11.
Well? 11 and 10. Did you make a significant discovery or revelation?
Yeah, I think so.
The log. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was strange.
All right, so 12 and 11. Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind?
Not sure if it was extraordinary getting the ship figured out or any of the other stuff involved.
Yeah.
Shooting people full holes sounds like Alien, so I don't think that's extraordinary either.
Right. It's pretty ordinary. And did you earn any money?
In the long run, I mean, they have stuff that can be sold, so I say that must have been worth something, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I shouldn't have closed that because I now need to know how much stuff costs.
Oh yeah, we lost a vehicle.
We did lose a vehicle.
An expensive one, yeah.
Yes. Yes, a very expensive one. That's going to be replaced. Okay, experience.
We parked it. That should be in the notes.
Yeah.
We parked it. The planet destroyed it.
In safety.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Spending XP. All right. Here are the costs. You can or can choose not to if you don't want it. To increase a skill level by 1 step costs 5 XP. Learning a new skill at skill level 1 costs 5 XP. To do that, you must have either used it or succeeded. Used it and succeeded without a skill level during the session or been instructed for at least 1 shift. So if you already have a skill, then you can raise it. And if you want to learn a new one, you have to have used it, even if you didn't. Used it and succeeded with it at some point, which might be trickier because we'd have to go back to the logs. And then talents cost 5 XP. With a day of practice and a successful wits roll. If you are instructed by a teacher who has a talent, your roll succeeds automatically.
So you said we had 12 and 11 respectively?
Yes, I think that's what you ended up with. Yeah.
Oh, I should put that in there.
Yeah, you can put in your character sheets and then.
Yeah, where does that even go in the character sheets?
Well, there should be a spot, I would think.
It's not in.
Is it under description?
Oh, experience points. It's a first page general.
Where is it?
It's underneath. It's dots. It's not.
Story points?
No, it says campaign and then it says experience, and then your cache is underneath it.
Oh. Hold on.
See.
Yeah. Tanner's set up as cinematic.
Yeah, I see cinematic.
Okay, let's.
So I have 11, right? Oh, yeah, 11.
How did you wind up as a cinematic character?
I don't know. At the beginning, you said that it was going to be cinematic.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we can re-enter everything.
Everything.
I mean, I'll do it. It won't be a big deal. Okay. Well, we'll do that. We'll handle that stuff sort of after. Last thing for the viewers. Next mission.
Oh yeah, I brought that up, right?
What, the next mission?
Yeah, I have the PNG open to read it.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah. So you have your choice between Dillon Colony, which is an old mining colony, population 90,000, or
May Outpost. You know what's so screwed?
Mm-hmm.
We went to this planet because it was supposed to be like the most people on it, and they had literally like the least amount of people other than 0, practically.
That's true. Well, who knows what'll be on the rest of them.
Fair.
May Outpost, the Third World Empire, Royal Marine Outpost, population 900,000. All right, which of the two do you want to go to?
What do you vote for, Matt?
The one that's not a Marine outpost.
Oh, damn it. I wanted to go to the Marine Outpost because I was like, I'm not going back to a freaking mine again.
Well, I think Tanner is not interested in going back to be around a bunch of Marines again. It probably brings out the worst in him.
That's true. Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, we can do the mine.
Okay, Dillon Colony it is.
Okay.
So
you have to twist my arm.
We'll handle XP and all that bookkeeping and stuff off camera. So that is how each of the missions scenarios work. Is you'll come back, you'll give your report, you'll roll trauma, and then you'll pick the next one to go on and see what else has been happening in the in the overall mission. So that was a lot to deal with. And I'm definitely going to have to put up a little warning about how it plays out. I hope you both enjoyed it. And those of you watching from the comfort of your, wherever is hopefully comfortable, I hope you enjoyed it as well. That was the first scenario in the Lost Worlds campaign. So we'll sign off, say who you are, who you played. If you want to make an evergreen plug, feel free to go ahead and do so. And then we will see you next time. So let's go in reverse order. Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt E., and I played Tanner Skull. And if you're interested in learning about Old Bones Publishing products, go to drivethroughrpg.com and look for the kiosk there. And you can find me on the Mithras Discord if that's your bag.
All right. And Corbin.
And I am the Awkward GM Corbin. You can find me on YouTube at the Awkward GM Corbin or on Onyx Path's Twitch channels, mostly Tuesdays, depending on what the schedule's looking like. And I also have stuff on Drive-Thru RPG and Storyteller's Vault, if you'd like to check that out, under the Storypath Nexus and Storyteller's Vault.
Awesome. And I am Simon. You can find me here on YouTube at Tabletop Almanac, or a couple of other places, occasionally the Onyx Path Twitch channel, but also Dork Tales Twitch channel at least once a month for other games. So hope you enjoyed. Welcome to Alien. It's gonna be a hell of a ride, I think, if that was the first scenario.
Yeah.
So let's see how much longer these two can keep their shit together.
Right.
Or continue to keep their shit together. So until next time, be safe out there. Don't go into space. Just hunker down and somewhere quiet and calm and safe in where you live. Maybe a closet, basement that is carpeted or has blankets at least. Somewhere that they can't get you. And sweet dreams. All right. Take care, everyone. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.